Hey guys, 22 Plinkster here. I have a pretty cool setup for the Ruger 1022. This is the Gungner GR22 chassis. Let me shoot it a few times and I will go over the specs on this chassis. Now this is a Ruger 1022, so may not look like it, but it is. All right, I'm out. Shooting a little fast there. Now, like I mentioned before, this is the Gungner GR22 chassis. I've made several videos on Ruger 1022 stocks over the past years, and this is no different. But this is not really a stock, this is a chassis. Now, if you have a Ruger 1022 and you want to go a little bit more tactical, and you don't want to spend the money on a brand new setup, brand new firearm setup like Smith & Wesson M&P 22, you want to kind of stick with the Ruger 1022 platform, you can get this chassis. And what this chassis is this fore rail here and also this rear part of the stock and this top rail. It does have Picatinny rail all the way across the top and the bottom, so you can mount a flashlight, a dog, a cat, whatever you want to mount on these rails, okay? There's a lot of options out there. Now, it does not come with a pistol grip, but you can usually find those on Amazon for like 10 or 11 bucks. They're not very expensive. And it does not come with a rear butt stock or a collapsible M4 style stock for the back. But you can also pick those up for about 20 or 25 bucks. They're not very expensive, but the rest of everything you see here, you can get. Now, I'm using some Ruger BX25 magazines, and I have a bump fire style stock. I'm going to try here a little bit later and see if I can actually bump fire this 1022. They do make, a couple of conversions that you can get with the bump fire style stocks for your 1022, but this one is much cheaper. You can actually pick up this whole chassis, get ready for this, 49 bucks, okay? Yeah, a lot of people can afford 49 bucks. And if you already own an AR-15, you can take the pistol grip off of there, or you can buy one for 12 bucks, but you can just interchange the rear M4 style butt stock. Now, they did some really cool things on here that I like. In the past, there were a few companies that would build, chassis for the Ruger 1022, and in my opinion, they didn't do it right. There were several problems. I have a bunch of them. Never saw videos on them because I don't think they did it right. But this company, I think, did it, they did it right, and also they kept the price point down, around 49 bucks. One of the things that I'm talking about is, I'll get a close-up of it here in just a second, but there's actually a collar that locks this forearm grip to a little collar which stays on this barrel. And what that does, it keeps everything stable. In the past, I've seen companies not put that collar on there. You would sight in your optic, and right here I'm running a Trijicon MRO, but they would put their optic on here, shoot it, get it sighted in, lean their rifle up against a tree or something like that, and since that collar was not there, guess what happened? It shifted, and they would come out there and they'd be shooting a foot to the left, and they're like, man, I just sighted this in, why is it not working? But they did that right. And there's a couple of specs. None of these knobs or anything function. They just on there because they wanted to kind of make it look mil-spec, but everything on here is mil-spec. So if you have a mil-spec pistol grip and a mil-spec butt stock, you are good to go. Now, let's try to do some bump firing on this particular kind of setup. I don't know if it'll work or not. I'm gonna be running some CCI mini mags, but let's give it a shot. Let me show you guys something nice.
This is a surprise, Clark. This is just a real nice surprise.
This is the RTG Range Runner. Now, they are starting a Kickstarter campaign today on this cart. And this is basically a range cart. For years, I have been going from the house to my range. Now, again, my ranges are at my house and it's pretty convenient, but I still have to walk sometimes 200 yards to get to the range. Well, by the time you carry all the camera equipment, all the audio equipment, magazines, ammunition, rifles, and pistols, I was sometimes making 2 or 3 trips back to the house. That was taking up a lot of my time. But let me show you some of the features on the Range Runner. Some of the features on the Range Runner, of course, what you see here are 4 ammo cans. You can put your magazines, your ammunition, you can put your Ear Pro, your Eye Pro, and on the bottom here, you can get some foam dividers, and you can probably put 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 handguns inside this large container. It does hold 2 rifles or 2 shotguns, 2 long guns on each side, and they are padded so you don't scuff up your guns. It has these foamy rubber style tires, a lot like what you would see on a stroller. Now I've seen some pictures on the internet of people turning their strollers into tactical ammo and firearms transportation units. This is actually built for that. It looks cool. But anyways, you got your ammo cans, you can simply take them off. That was kind of heavy. That one's got a lot of ammo in it. And the rear handle, it will swivel or twist. So if you're going upstairs or anything like that, it will follow up the stairs really nice. The rear handle also adjusts like so. And this will be, for tall people. This would be for people that is short in stature. And the cool thing about this, it stores. You can lock it away. You simply press your foot, pick up on it, and it folds down for storage. Now, the gun racks go over the tires, so you can push this in a corner of a garage or underneath your bed, and it's totally out of the way. Again, this is the Range Tactical Gear Range Runner, and I guarantee you one thing, I will not be going to the range without this. They are running a Kickstarter campaign, so if you're interested in this product, go down below, click the link, and check them out. The question that is on everyone's mind, can this chassis be bump fired? I have no idea. It may be a little bit too heavy, but we'll find out. Wow, you can bump fire it. Wow, you can bump fire it. So this is a pretty inexpensive way to get into something that is, I guess, that simulates full auto. I'm going to put a link at the bottom of this video for this chassis if you are interested. Like I said, it's 49 bucks. If you want to turn your Ruger 1022 into something a little bit more tactical, this is a great way to go. Guys, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comments below or go to my Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter page and ask them there. And until next time, y'all be safe and keep plinking.